mystery God. Absolutely no mystery God. There is no God in the sky, and there is no devil under the ground. Heaven is not in the sky, and hell is not under the ground. Heaven and hell are conditions of the mind, states of existence, and states of being. So Jesus told us to stop looking for heaven in the sky. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you, and that we are the temples of the living God. That the living God lives in our temple, and he does not inhabit the sky, but he inhabits the higher realms of the heavens, of the realm of the secret innermost chambers of the subconscious chamber of the soul of man and woman. And this power bursts forth and emanates forth from him to set in motion a universal order based on principle and law. All of this set in motion by a divine power and a divine force that never dies. It's constant. It just changes forms. God is in man. Can't be in any man. He's got to be in the original man. Because if God is the first and everything comes from him, then he can't wait for anything else. He brings everything else into existence. There could be no white man if there were no black man. It is biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive white man to produce the dominant yellow baby. Biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive yellow man and woman to produce the dominant brown baby. Biologically and genetically impossible for the recessive brown man and woman to produce the dominant black baby. But that black man and his woman, the father and the mother of it all, can produce black, can produce brown, can produce red, can produce yellow. And if the seed runs wild or mutates in the womb of the black woman, can even produce an albino, something which is whiter than white, 180 degrees in either direction.
Y'all after this. The release of the black drum. Come in, my you tell it.
People king walk with the fire. See your Babylon, let me one kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up the Christ and feed the poor them. Raise up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit of fire them. Enemies are paid for the murders. With black power gangsters.
My dedication, deliberation, seven with constant elevation. Kill a cracker for my nation, just I'll gladly show and prove. Protect the Sada, no hesitation. Rikers Island, destination. Many attempts, assassinations, and I'm still dropping Jews. Fucked up situation that you still think you Caucasian. What a disgrace to this nation, time to lynch another coon. Hands up, I can't breathe, still a bitch on your knees. Begging please, master please, happy slaves and buffoons. As I watch the devastation from your miseducation. As I call it buck breaking, won't bust a balloon. Phil, nigga, be a racist. No need to complicate this while you comfy and complacent. Back in chains very soon. Mathematically equated with precision, contemplated. Now you looking devastated. Let me tell you what I mean. Faggot niggas integrated. MOD be most hated. And I know you crackers hate it. God is black up on the scene. What?
People king walk with the fire. See your Babylon, let me one kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up the Christ and feed the poor them. Raise up the streets, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit of fire them. Enemies are paid for the murder. Black power gangsters liberate.
Gassed up with elements, Panthers bang on presidents, niggas sleep in residence, knowledge, self, common sense, devil killer, frankincense, hold the line, did my sketch, survive or die, fuck the rent, Babylon's testament, white racist judgment, King Samir the people say, let me burn this government, teleport environments, crown royal highness, sour diesel cypher shit, then I build with lioness, then I kiss her pretty lips, soldiers hear me get your grip, plug out bag, extra clip, water filter, medic kit, soldiers pass the hollow tips, black dragon, bring the fire, feel nigga heating this, now I got my understanding, so that God completing this, niggas race treasonous, which masters ask you for kids, I'm black God, you a bliss, may you all rest in peace, from the slumber terrorist, Kamala Harris, better witch, black man of feminist, black power gangster shit.
Super King walk with the fire. See your Babylon, then me want kill him. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up in Christ and feed it for them. Blaze up the street, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit to fire them. Enemies of pain with the murder. But black power gangsters liberate them. Super King walk with the fire. See your Babylon, then me want kill them. Watch your blood run from me eyes. Pick up in Christ and feed it for them. Blaze up the street, make it hotter. Dragon bring a flame from the pit to fire them. Enemies of pain in the murder. For black power gangsters liberate them.
Flame them, burn them, bumper cloud. Fire from God. Judgment on Babylon, yeah.
The question is, now, you see, the way you talk have frightening quite a lot of people.
Okay.
All right, according to what they've been saying and what I know. And I want to know that, are you going to not necessarily be meek and humble and all that, but are you going to just minimize your way of approach? Because not everybody's a revolutionary, or they have not been trained to be that, and the fear is keeping people away from coming together as they should. Now, what can you do about that?
There's nothing I can do about that, because it's my firm belief that somebody has to be that. Everybody can't be mealy-mouthed. Everybody can't be compromising. Everybody can't tiptoe through the tulips. Everybody can't play politics. Everybody can't, if I haven't said it, compromise. Somebody has to be strong. I wouldn't have to be as strong as I am if I saw some others being strong like that. I could tone down, but I'm feeling such desperation to get the message out, to try to plant the seed in those who are strong enough that the walls of their heart, the walls of the uterus of their minds, metaphorically speaking, can hold that revolutionary life and not abort it. So I'm not looking for great crowds. Most of the great crowd, you can get a great crowd where 1 million will show up if you're compromising on the principle. If you're telling them, as I heard some rappers and some musicians say, I'm going to the Million Family March, they said. I went to the Million Man March, and I did too. And they said, I'm going to the Million Family March because this time is for everybody. So they were happy that white folks were being included. Damn it, I'll never have anything where the white man is included. Alton Maddox is not at the slave theater right now because Alton Maddox says that what I'm doing is for the African. What I'm doing is for the black man and black woman. No white folks, they came to the door, they tried to get in, they criticized him for having me there, everything. They tried to take him to court, and the old Negro judge out there that owned the slave theater ended up putting Attorney Maddox out because he wouldn't let white folks in. There must be some place where white folks can't come. Now, white folks, we can't keep them out of here. This is Harriet Tubman, this is school. If they came in here, if they can sit under the fire that I'll put on there behind, they're welcome. But when they come, I ain't changing nothing for them. If anything, it's going to get hotter and harder because I got examples to point to sitting in the audience. And I many times tune right in on them. Sitting right in the audience. Look at that old ugly beast sitting there outside. Look at the way he's squirming. White folks, I say, should never be able to come into a black revolutionary meeting and be comfortable. And be comfortable. They shouldn't be comfortable. They should be uncomfortable. So I'm that one. It closes doors in my face. It cuts back on money that could go in my pocket. It drives some women away from me. I've had some sisters I was trying to talk to, and they were really, I mean, I thought it was really, you know, something. We talking, and the sisters, none of those sisters, some of them, you know, one of the sisters is a singer in this city, a singer. That's all, I didn't say actor, I said a singer. And I thought we were going out, this is some few years back. I was all excited. I'd heard the girl sing. I thought we were going out, and as soon as we about to go out, she honestly, as God is my witness, said to me, I found out who you are, really. She said, I can't go out with you. She said, I'm not lying. She said, I might get killed if I go out with you. Do you want me to die with you? This is the truth. So, I mean, all of that is a part of it. I've been to Mecca 7 times. So you ain't got to wait for me to come back and tell you that I had no change of heart because some crackers over in Mecca. I've already been 7 times, and I'm harder on them every time I come back because I found racism in Mecca. So I ain't coming back telling you that I'm changed because of some crackers I saw in Mecca. I ain't gonna change because of no communist cracker, no socialist cracker, nor a soda cracker. Or a Nabisco cracker. No cracker is gonna change me. So brother, if they stay away from me, they stay away. If the black nationalists, if the Pan-Africanists, if these other radical organizations, for certain reasons, pull back from me and I look up and they ain't with me no more, I don't give a damn. I love them still, but I keep on pushing because somebody has to hold the line. And I'm going to hold the line. Back against the wall on the 1-inch line. I'm holding the line. 4 downs down, and I'm still holding the line. You ain't going in, cracker. You're not going in. Somebody has to do that. I'm comfortable uncompromising. I understand I'm not going to be invited to this or that or the other. Somebody has to do it. And your children and your children's children will build on the legacy of the uncompromising legacy that I leave. Watch that. And some of them will condemn you for being around and being such damn cowards. Your own children will condemn you. You were with him? What did he say wrong? Well, it was the manner in which he said. There's no manner to fight an enemy like this. You fight it with everything you got. Malcolm said, you want to know when your enemy will understand that you want to be free? I'm paraphrasing him. He said, your enemy will understand that you want to be free when your enemy knows that you're willing to do anything to be free. Anything to be free. God damn it, you won't even talk to be free. You want to dress it up. He's too rough. God damn it, the times are rough. The cracker is rough. Everything is rough. But just weep with all your Africa on. And ain't no Africa no goddamn where in your heart. Malcolm said that. He say some of you, he said you left your mind in Africa. You dressed up Negro. I don't mean all of you, some of you fools. But most of us, many of us are just dressed up Negroes. We're just dressed up in our Africa. I've seen some dreadlock Negroes stay high all the time. Couldn't plan no kind of revolution. Can't even revolve out of the room. Can't even revolve out of the bed. Blunt and splibs this goddamn big. And white women. And white women. In the name of cultural diversity and multiculturalism, and I'm not a racist. Give me a black woman or get the hell out of my way.
Wartime, wartime, wartime. We are here on an occasion of retributionary reclamation. We have our 5-star general here. It's the Khalid Muhammad Militia Hour. They thought that they could stop us, but we've been here before. They thought that they could shut us down, but we've been here before. I don't know how many damn times we've been here before. Yet, man, just looking at that video real quick, I could count the numbers of enemies that were so close to our retributionary general. On camera and in the crowd, I could hear their voices. The voices of your enemies are oftentimes the most loudest in the room. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to save that for this build in this discussion. We here to honor my retributionary likeness, Jonathan Peter Jackson, and it becomes my honor, privilege, and duty at this time to introduce some and present the others our wartime general, our retributionary spiritual motivator, to enthrall our spirits, our modern day George Lester Jackson, the 5-star general of the Khalid Muhammad Militia, my brother and my atomic ally, General King Samir Shabazz. Wartime, 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 sir.
Wartime, wartime, wartime. Black power, Black August salute, Abibi Fahodie, and death to the enemies. Death to the enemies of our growth, our development, our fight, our plight for freedom, justice, independence, Black nationalism. And notice I made a clear distinction: Black nationalism, Black liberation. And anything that is for the greater good of the Black nation. And I'm not just talking about the so-called American Negro. When I say Black nation, I mean each and every one of us, all across this globe. But unfortunately, we have those who work consistently, who work diligently, who work profusely, entrench themselves to go against the grain of our fight and our plight. So as I consistently look at this glorious picture of Jonathan Jackson. It's a clear-cut reminder that this is the focus of our warriorhood. This picture represents liberation at its highest degree. And to be honest with you, it hasn't been done since. And that within itself speaks volumes. I'm not saying there hasn't been no incidents, but God damn it, let's just be real. It ain't been no Jonathan Jackson incident. So I'm honored to be black with you. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Been quiet for a minute, purposely. Had things I had to be accountable for, responsible for. So I had to do my duties, fulfill those duties. But I'm black with you. And yes, it's been a lot going on. And I don't have a lot of time with you, but just know and understand I'll be black with you again next Wednesday night. You dig? So we just got to move a little different and do what we do best. You dig? So I want to give a Black Power salute, a wartime salute, a Black August salute, a Jonathan Jackson salute to the founder of Do the Knowledge Radio. The man I can continuously count on. With my eyes open, closed, or no matter who, what, when, where, how, or why. They don't make them like that anymore. Because a lot of y'all looking for your own agenda. And don't mind the rooster in the background, it's his time. And I'm gonna talk about that in a little minute too. But I want to honor those who are working diligently for our salvation. That's what Black August represents. That's what Black August represents. So there's no way I could be quiet during Black August. No, no, no. Shogun agrees. So we're going to get right down to it. And going to do this a little different style tonight. You dig? So Almighty, you ready for me? Let's shoot.
Yes, sir.
Let's shoot. Let's shoot them hard. Fill them up. Empty the clip in them.
But before we get into the questions, I need a realistic battlefield assessment on the state of affairs as it pertains to Black liberation, Black power, even Black August, because somehow they're starting to bring the February, Juneteenth saturation in the spirit of Black August. So can you give us a battlefield assessment as only you can in the landscape as it pertains to Black liberation, black unity,
I
black
most
artists,
certainly
and
can.
black people.
Yes, sir. From day to day observation, research, studies, and just doing the knowledge. This war has been overrun. What I mean by that is there's so much foolishness that have put us black to sleep that we have completely forgotten our protocol, the overall assessment of the individualism, well, that the individuals have drawn up themselves, and I'm speaking of the warriors. We have forgotten our mission, our goals, our objective, or maybe you haven't forgotten, maybe you just don't give a damn anymore. We have tremendously did a 360, a complete about face when it comes to the liberation of African people. I see it all over social media. I see it with my own physical eyes. I hear it because I'm an analyst. I'm a Virgo. And I made writing reports and just keeping it real. In this state of mind, we are done for. Niggas still want to debate about religion. Niggas want to debate about who twerked the best. You got so-called leaders out here. Man. So-called leaders out here so-called leaders slobbering and kissing and menaging out here with hoes. Now, I'm not saying a black man ain't supposed to get him some. But goddamn, we have become moralists even more. So when these so-called leaders are giving this example, what does that say to the children who have been following these so-called leaders And it's okay to slob and do your thing out here in the public eye with a hoe. Come on, y'all know I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. So when hoes now have more value than our warrior women, to these so-called leaders, now we have a serious problem that has caused a serious downfall. Do your whole mess behind closed doors, man. Keep your nigga mess behind closed doors. We say we represent the greats. I've never seen Garvey out here with no hoe. Since we represent the greats. Malcolm came from the hoe to the warrior women. Malcolm turned the hoes into housewives. Malcolm turned the hoes into righteousness. Don't say you represent Malcolm. I can name many more, but I'm sure you get the point by now. So what we are dealing with right now in 2024 is a fallback to degeneracy. We're not talking about no weapons no more. We're not talking about fighting this peckerwood no more. We're not talking no self-defense no more. Everybody trying to get a dollar or a hoe to holler. We so happy now in our depressed state. Now you got this damn bed wench, Kamala Harris, running around, putting you black to sleep. And in case you don't see it, devaluing the blackness in the black woman. Now you got sisters running around here talking about they not black because they support Kamala Harris. Wow. You niggas worry about more about a goddamn rap battle than the real battle. So it's easier for you to put your time, your energy, and your mind, your black mind, into a goddamn rap beef when the white man is still out here putting bullets in our damn heads, but you don't want no beef with that. You a vegan now. The devaluation of the black nation is at an all-time high. You niggas support these damn homos Charles and Mr. Netter. Charles, your lunch is goddamn ready. You put more time and energy into that sickness than to teaching your children about Jonathan Jackson. You put more time and energy into these damn crippled ass homos, broke, trifling, homeless ass homos. You'll rather support these folks. Where I had to come earlier in the year and beg you for your support to help keep me from behind enemy lines. But you give your money to all these goddamn weird ass podcast shows and you don't support Due to Knowledge Radio. Or maybe you just support when you got a little interview coming up. So as I look out on the battlefield, and as I'm looking on my 6, looking on my 3 and my 9, where everybody at? They went black to sleep to these soft ass, mineralized so-called warriors. These February revolutionaries. These Juneteenth liberationaries. And these Black August goddamn nobodies. But I bet you when Christmas come up, these same niggas gonna be talking about Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. This white man ain't dumb. You dumb for thinking he dumb. He has meticulously put your ass back to sleep. African warriors. Who's still talking about survival? Who's still telling you to be and get prepared? Stay prepared. Who? Told you I've been quiet for a purpose. It's over. So stop wasting your time with all your black gloriousness, your fake black gloriousness. Stop wasting your time. It's over. It's over. The pigs shoot our sister in her own home. And the best you Negroes do is talking about, I challenge you to post her pic. That's a challenge. That's what the hell we call a challenge after the cracker killed our sister in her own home. This is the best we can come up with. You put up a challenge on social media to post her picture? Well, if that's the case, I challenge you to post Mickey Mouse. Post Donald Duck. Post Daffy Duck. Porky Pig. Post them all. Post the whole goddamn Looney Tunes posse. Because that's just what the hell we look like. A bunch of loony damn tunes. Coons, I should say. Cracker killing us, and you want to post a damn picture. That's warfare to us, G. That's how black people view warfare. That's how we get even with the white man. We post a picture. That cracker shouldn't have made it home that night. The hell you talking about? Cracker shouldn't even have made it to jail. God damn it, his family shouldn't even be breathing right now. Did I say something wrong? I see the look on your faces. Oh, damn, here he go. You damn right, here I go. Somebody got to move. Because if everybody was moving like warriors, I wouldn't have to move. I wouldn't even have to do this class tonight if we had warriors on the line. But I see we got to go back to preschool. Every 6 months, we got to go back to preschool. That's a serious problem with the warriors. Let's roll with these questions, man. But it's over. But I can't stop. It's too much in me to just sit around and do absolutely nothing, say absolutely nothing. It burns a hole in me. But I have to do the assessment properly. Nobody is standing on a military operation anymore. Do what you want to do, come in, do what you want to do, be what you want to be, wear what you want to wear, and it's over. What happened to the militancy? Hell, what happened to the militants? Shogun said they back to sleep. The militants have been demilitarized. This cracker has flooded his airwaves with integration and homosexuality. There's nothing you can see nor hear without an undertone or outright in your damn face slap of integration and homosexuality.
Right.
Do you know how much the cracker spends a year for his propaganda? Trillions of dollars. Let me say it again. trillions of dollars just to keep you asleep, keep you dumb, deaf, and blind. Trillions. Probably into the quads by now. Because everything you see and hear integration and homosexualization. You got the hardest niggas now wearing dresses. He wasn't that damn hard. Those who claim to be so gangster wearing a damn dress. Gotcha. And then you try to justify the dress. We have completely lost our minds. You have been mentally masturbated. Sex, integration, and homosexualization. That's it. Those are the three weapons that have completely destroyed this.
You said it already, General. Religion, sex, and war. That last quadrant. You got the non-local areas of people activity, religion, sex, and war. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So where are we? We're back in the damn bed. I see all these dudes coming outside with their pajamas on, and look at us, man. They flip-flops and they man bags and man thongs, and just look at us. Look at us. And we think we're going to be free dealing with that? It's not a good look. It's not a good assessment at all. So coming from the battlefield, I see nothing but dead bodies, casualties of this war. Some great and some not so great. But there's casualties. Unnecessary casualties. Why do I say unnecessary casualties? Because of the fact we have been telling you. We have been teaching and training and teaching and training and teaching and training and teaching and training and teaching and training. And you still went back to sleep. So I'm not even going to give us a wake-up call. We've been doing that. Every one of these classes has been a wake-up call. Do the Knowledge Radio is a wake-up call. That's your daily alarm clock, fool. Wake up. That is your daily reminder. Any day of the week. But especially Wednesday night. How does a revolutionary need a daily reminder of why we're fighting. Something's wrong with that picture. It should be ingrained and brained in us by now. But some of us just gave up the fight, man. We'll rather just walk around with our RBG on and that's it. That's it. Just walk around with your RBG on. And you think that's fighting. You think that's saying something. Hell, crackers wear RBG too. They wear full African attire too. They wear our gold and they adorn our adornments. So what is that saying? Because you walking around with some red, black, and green on don't mean shit. We've lost this fight. Once again. So let's shoot with some of these questions, man. Rock and roll.
How do we rebuild the spirit of resistance of a Jonathan Jackson sort of mentality, a George Jackson sort of mentality, a Maroon sort of mentality?
People are going to have to lose the ones they love to most right in front of them. It's going to take something so serious that the world wouldn't even believe it. We need more than a checkup now. We need a serious ass whooping. That's how we going to, that's from my humble opinion. That's what it's going to take, man. An overt ass whooping. This cracker's going to have to come and put his thing down to the point you're either going to run or you're going to fight back. And after 500 damn years, we still ain't fighting back because we chose to run. So you run and hide behind Facebook. You run and hide behind Twitter. You run and hide behind these social media platforms. You run and hide behind your microphone. You run and hide behind your headphones. Huh? Instead of getting out here in this concrete and losing some rubber on them boots. You say boots on the ground, but your boots been in the closet. Don't lie. Your boots ain't on no damn ground. Because this cracker is still having his motherfucking way. So ain't no boots on no ground. May not be your boots. Because lately, the enemy been black boot stomping. So it's going to take a serious ass whooping. Somebody going to have to lose their mama. Oh, wait a minute. That done happened already. Somebody going to have to lose their papa. Oh, wait a minute. That done happened already. Somebody's daughter going to have to get shot down or raped right in front of them. Oh, wait a minute. The white man has done it already. Somebody's son gonna have to be emasculated right in front of their family. Wait a minute, it's been done. The white man covered that too. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell it's gonna take. Because this cracker has done everything imaginable. What hasn't he done? Let's look at that list. What hasn't this cracker done? This bastard done did every damn thing that we could just possibly think of. Now, he has gone beyond our measure of thought. See, you don't know this Peckerwood like I do. He has gone beyond our measure of thought in his path of destruction of African people. You don't believe me? You better look at his damn history. Look at his story. Look at how he tell what he has done. But it's going to take beyond rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes to get us to that mentality. But some of us are plotting and planning. We may not know who it is, but somebody on this planet right now is plotting to walk on a Long Island train with a 9mm and open clip on some Peckerwoods on the Long Island train. May even be a Greyhound. Bus. Maybe an Amtrak, maybe a plane. But somebody somewhere, black, is plotting and planning. And I grant him and wish him all the success in the world. Next question.
Jonathan had his frustrations that he, that he expressed from his time, from your time, through Dr. Khaled's time, through Robert Steve Coakley's time, through Robert Dale Jones's time, throughout time that existed. I'm sure if we were able to speak to Nat Turner, to Jean-Jacques Dessalines, you understand what I'm saying? Like time immemorial in regards to the formation of getting our folks to realize the importance throughout your time and your tenure through Black organization and through Black liberation struggle. How do you continue to stay sane and committed to a process that for every one of those time periods that were mentioned, it looked as if nothing would ever happen? And if we looked at this time directly, 2024, it looked as if nothing has ever moved. It could be 1720, might as well be 1524 in regards to this. So
Man. Committed? Yes. Sane? No. Man, I have my days. Believe it or not, I have my days. You know, this is real, man. Some days I feel like just saying, the hell with this. I've given everything I had. Just recently lost everything I had. Land, animals, it's just everything. So when you heard the rooster in the background, that's me rebuilding. That's my rebuild process. My commitment to this can't be stopped. Won't be stopped. Because this is my Quran. This is my Bible. These footsteps that I take daily, the swims that I have mentally, that is my Quran. Nobody can live that but me. So I understand there are processes even I have to go through living out my Quran. Is that an easy process? Hell no. Because there's a life that I've chosen that's already within itself hard. So I understand. What I have yet to understand is why I suffer so much for a people that won't even suffer for themselves. Why do I do it? Khalid Muhammad loved black people. Marcus Garvey loved black people. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad loved black people. Noble Drew Ali loved black people. We have so many examples before us that gave so much of themselves because they loved us dearly. My love for black people won't allow me to stop, won't allow me to be quiet, won't allow me to tone down, won't allow me to just go along to get along. Won't allow me to do it. So I know at the end of this road, will there be a pot of gold? I'm not expecting that. I love fighting my enemies for the liberation of black people because I love black people. Point blank, period. But I have my days. Because, boy, you Negroes are hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious as hell. So it takes a man or a woman to love his people that much. As much as we hate each other, as much as we murder each other, as much as we damn become hypocrites to one another. I have a deep embedded love for black people. And it won't allow me to just say, I quit. It won't allow me to say, I retire. There is no retirement in this. There is no quit. And for all those who have used those words, you can never call yourself a freedom fighter, a revolutionary again. You should remove those words from your vocab ASAP. I'm rebuilding because the cracker snatched everything. Why? Because of my love for black people. Because of what it is I do to see us free. Would I expect anything different from an enemy who hates himself? I would be foolish to even think otherwise. So, in my rebuilding, have a home. We got food, we got clothing, we got shelter. That's in our 12 jewels of Islam. Rebuilding. Got my chickens rolling again. Nowhere near as many as I had. The ducks is rolling again. Nowhere near as many as I had, but it's a rebuilding process. Just started laying eggs, so the food production is rolling. Rebuilding. It's a process. War is a process. Having a revolutionary mindset is a process. Will not happen overnight. And if you think it will, you're sadly mistaken. That's your downfall. So I've learned to maintain. Freedom don't come easy. And it damn sure ain't free. It ain't free. You're going to have to sacrifice something. You will lose something doing this work. I'm just tired of losing. God damn. Every time I gain, here they come. Every time I gain again, here they come again. Gain up again, here they come again. Is it going to stop? No. I just now know to be even more prepared. So this is a hard job, man. It ain't easy. But you can't quit. Can't just give up on your people. Because when you give up on your people, you give up on your freedom. Give me another question, God.
So in these places, a couple of times you've been where Dr. Khalid was. You just came from another one as far as at a turning point in my life. Robert Steve Coakley, can I cut a hole in your fence? That's where he was. That's where he lived for the rest of the time. 5,000 lectures wasn't enough. boots on the ground, training people, raising up people from the dead state of mind and organizing them, and they betray you. And they be complicit in your downfall. What sort of resilience does it take to oversee all of that and continue to remain steadfast as this is your Quran?
I guess because I'm cut from a different cloth. But it takes, again, I have my days because I'm human. And there are many times, God, where I just look back at my story. And sometimes I'm even shocked that I'm still here, still banging, without the intent on giving up after all I've been through. It's a drive, it's a motivation in me. It's a revolutionary drive in my blood, in my bone marrow. It just keeps me going. And as it seems, no matter what I go through, I just keep going. Because I know there's a greater good in this mission. Yes, it hurts. And it hurts like hell. You damn right. It hurts. Yes. Not knowing who to trust. Skeptical of every goddamn body. Could this be another agent? Could this be an informant? Blah, blah, blah. You know, I go through it, man. And that's just being real. I go through it. But I have examples. Because I've been taught and trained thoroughly. But it's that drive, man, that just keeps me going. And I done been through, oh my God. Boy. And I know it's not going to stop. I know there's more to come. Until the ultimate. But I had to take a step back. Handle my handle and my circumference. So I am sure that this next move I'm about to make is going to be something even more solid. It's going to be even greater. But there are days, man, I just feel like saying to hell with all y'all. But that's the pain talking. That's the hurt talking. But then I have pictures like this of Jonathan. And I strive to imagine what he felt. What was he thinking? What was he going through mentally? And he just said, to hell with this. I'm going to take a stand. So it's the revolutionary drive, the guidance of Allah, and the will of all of our African warriors. I feel them in me. So I can honestly say I am a roundup of everybody, all wrapped up into one. That is my drive. That is my ambition. That's what keeps me going.
If I had to look my mother and father in the face after choosing them to come here, a lot of people don't know my birth story, Lord. You know it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I went through. This shit ain't theory for me. This shit ain't theory for you. This was placed on our head and our feet
Mm-hmm.
and implanted in our heart. We don't know a damn thing else but it. And oftentimes, folks will say that they prepared for it because they're sensationalized by a moment. They're sensationalized by a moment. All it takes is a moment, and when that moment passes away, so do they. So do they. They go right away with the moment. When there's no more Tamir Rice,
Fly by minute.
fly by minute. When there's no more names to call or pictures
Right.
to put the fuck up or some video that surfaces. We were there. We lived through the things that folks read in their books
Mm-hmm.
that the authors of the books can only write about because they weren't involved physically. So they can write the books and infer about shit we lived through that we sought to warn others about in preparation. They worried about Project 2025, Lord. Like we ain't been here since 1550 fucking 5. Like we ain't been
Another.
under attack since before
Right.
1555.
Right. Another revised edition.
Another revised edition. You gave us the Rex 84 plan. Years of survival training.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All of it. My family is alive because of the survival training that I received. And I wasn't physically present.
Mm.
I was surviving in another location. I didn't have to worry about it. And my children was young. So preparation. The rebel villages that exist on the planet because of your tutelage and your guidance has to be something on the other scale where people understand the necessity of survival. As a collective, we got a hell no. But in some small pockets of resistance, folks are changing their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Folks are changing their lives. These other ones, this 100% space of dissatisfaction, as you stated, has to come punch them in their face for them. And by then it's too late. By then it's too late. So as George talked to Jonathan, he was Jonathan's father figure, the only father that he knew. He had to father him from the penitentiary. This is what leads to this picture. The only father he known was taken from him at 6 years old. He only had 10 more years on the planet. 10 more years. Every waking moment that he had was on a way to get his brother out of the penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
So the question that he asked, what would you do if it was your brother? And we know who he was talking to. We know who he was talking to. He was talking to someone that got him killed and his brother killed. The exact same person. We know who he was talking to. We know who was responsible for this alert right here. That they make it seem as if it was happenstance. This doesn't happen. And the thing happened with his brother a year apart in 2 weeks, systematically without some intel, without some co-opting. This is the reason for metal detectors in the court.
Right.
This is the reason for the sheriff's department in the court. So what did he know at 16? What did he know at 17 that these folks don't know? And how could he exist around folks who wanted to dress the part and be able to detect them in such a manner that even the folks who didn't try to reveal themselves, some of them he called and recognized by name? What kind of insight did he have in that retributionary spirit of his from your perspective that you carry, that some carry, and some are clueless?
Experience. Some of us are different. We're built different. You know, this is why certain ones of the warriors stand out more than others. There's a uh, talent, it's a certain call, it's a will. See, I have a will to be free compared to someone else who just say, I want to be free. I know what it takes to get free. I know the goals, aims, and objectives of freedom. Being taught by the elders that have sat me down and I've taken seriously. Not many people can say, you know, and again, I understand, again, this is my Quran. Do I see Jonathan Jackson in me? You damn right. And believe it or not, I've been there. Maybe not a courthouse move, but trust and believe. I've been there. Ask them neo-Nazi skinheads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there. So you have the doers and you have your naysayers, the cheerleaders, if you will. See, Jonathan didn't come from no cheerleaders. I wasn't taught, pardon me, I wasn't taught and trained by cheerleaders. I got my ass whooped by doers. Those who you can clearly study today and see he was about that. This ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. I can't even begin to tell you how many times We at Panther events. And you got punk ass Panthers. Punk ass Panthers. Shaking their damn boots. When I start talking about self-defense. Banging back on Pecker Woods. Some of these niggas went back and start telling Malik and oh, he too hard and he too rough and he got to tone down and punk ass Panthers. And here I am thinking, well, hell, this is what this work is about. Then the whole goddamn organization turned against me. Why? Trying to appeal and please white folks. So I know I'm not for everybody. Whole goddamn organization turned against me. Suspended me for standing up against the white man who literally made it clear they were going to come through the black community and start whooping up on some heads if they voted for Barack Obama. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
That's why I had my nightstick. Because I was going to be banging up some heads on some Peckerwoods who was coming in the damn community. That was the purpose of the nightstick, self-defense. So I know I ain't for everybody. A whole damn organization jealous? Whole damn organization against me? With the exception of about 4 that I can count on my hand. Four, maybe 5. But the rest of you niggas can go to hell. Own organization set me up. So I know I'm not for everybody. We got a lot of work to do. But I'm not expecting everybody to be me. Everybody has their part to play. Live your Quran. But first you got to understand your Quran. Pardon me. You got to understand your Quran. You got to understand your life. You got to understand your purpose in this life. And if you don't, then you just dead. Jonathan Jackson understood his purpose. George Jackson understood his purpose. Khalid Muhammad understood his purpose. Steve Coakley understood his purpose. Baba Dell understood his purpose. Our great warrior queens understood their purpose. That's first and foremost. Understand why you in this? Because your homeboy in it. What? Because you trying to get some slide with this sister over here. What? That's your purpose? You dead already. Resilience don't just come because you start wearing some red, black, and green. Resilience don't just come because you start carrying a gun. Resilience don't just come because you put on a goddamn black uniform. that has to be experienced. You gain resilience through experience. So if you ain't fighting no goddamn body, need I say more? You ain't fighting nobody. You ain't even dreaming about fighting nobody. And I mean, when I say nobody, I'm talking about the white race, the nobody race. But you make them somebody in your life, and that's why you still a slave. That's why you don't support the warriors. That's why you give these fags all your time and your energy. You sit around all day watching that foolishness. Some old bumpy faced boy. You niggas is crazy, man. But that's your revolution. So I've come to the understanding you don't want to be free. You don't want no freedom. You want to watch Charles and Mr. Charles and Netta all day. You don't want no damn freedom. You want to sit on somebody's weak ass podcast and talk about black man and black woman relationships all day. How you hate black women. Or how you hate black men. Hell, or both. But resilience comes through experience. You got to battle. That's the only way you're going to gain resilience. You're going to have to slam some pigs every now and then, man. You're going to have to kick a Nazi in the goddamn mouth every now and then, man. You're going to have to punch the hell out of a sellout every now and then, man. You're going to have to drag a white bitch down the street on her goddamn face every now and then. Huh? Ain't that what this is about?
Damn right.
I thought that's what this was about. Kicking some Peckerwood's asses. I thought that's what this work was about. Getting some real goddamn retribution. Huh? But y'all just want to play and sip a little tea and be happy. I'm sorry, that ain't this life. That ain't this life. And if you ain't ready for it, sit your ass down and stay far away from this. Stay far away. Now, unfortunately, I got to roll up out of here. But I would love to finish this next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. So you have your black asses right here. Next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. And we're going to finish up with these questions and we're going to rock and roll into another degree. Because there's so much more I need to say to you. So much more I need to say. Not want to say, need to say. And you need to hear it. So with that being said, I love you more than you hate your black self. I love you more than you hate yourself. That's some sincere love, man. wartime.
How y'all Africans doing? I was listening to y'all say Black Power, and it reminded me about 55 years ago when I was walking down the roads, the dirt roads of Mississippi, saying Black Power, myself and a couple of other people, and they were shooting at us and throwing bombs at us. But today, our people are talking about Black Power all over the world. And from Black Power movement, our people burnt down all these cities in the United States. And there were hundreds of people laying in the streets dead, being shot down for burning the cities down, for shooting at the government and fighting for Black Power and fighting for our liberation. Our people have died fighting for Black Power, and Black Power ain't nothing to play with. I want all y'all talking about Black Power. I want you to support the movement. I want you to learn about Marcus Garvey, learn about Malcolm X, learn about Nat Turner, learn about the liberation movements all over the world. Do y'all know about the Haitian Revolution? We defeated them. Our people come from Africa. And Black Power means the liberation of Africa. Black Power means the unity of Africa. Black Power means that we must have our own country. We must have our own armies. And we must be willing to build us a nuclear bomb to protect Africa. Africa is the richest land in the world, full of diamonds and gold and millions of other resources. We're the smartest people in the world. We built Ghana, Mali, Songhay, and thousands of other great empires when other people were in the cage before they invaded Africa and robbed us and put us on slave ships, killed the native people here, and then brought us here and made slaves out of us. We must love each other again. Black Power means you gotta respect and love the African woman. You got to feed your children and other children. And anytime you hear about anybody fighting for their liberation, you got to support them. You must support the revolution in Venezuela right now. They're fighting against the United States government and other forms of imperialism. We must support Cuba and Castro and all the people that represent the communist government of Cuba. We must support Venezuela and Zimbabwe. We must support, Guinea-Bissau, the PAIGC. They're fighting to liberate that country right now. There's a struggle in the streets. And the PAIGC, which was led by Amilcar Cabral, he was assassinated by imperialism, but yet the spirit of Cabral, they continue to organize, and they're trying to take over Guinea-Bissau. The PAIGC, we must support them. We must support the guerrillas and the soldiers in Libya that's still fighting against the United States government. We must support the guerrillas and soldiers in Yemen that's fighting against Israel and the U.S. imperialism. Anybody in the world that's fighting against the United States and Europe, we must join them in that fight. Again, we're not Americans. We're Africans. And we'll never be free until Africa's free. They divided Africa up and cut it up in little pieces. We want a united Africa. We want our land. And we want to let the world know that African freedom fighters are up in arms all over the world, in Haiti, in Zimbabwe, in Libya, all over the world, in Guinea-Bissau. African freedom fighters are up in arms, and we will lay down our life before we lay our arms down. We are fighting for our liberation. So those of you who come here talking about black power today and sing about it, like Malcolm say, if you knew what black power means, you wouldn't use them words so loosely. You wouldn't play with it. Because black power means bloodshed. Black power means liberation. Black power means getting knowledge of self, getting knowledge of your people, getting knowledge of the revolution. And black power means that we must form armies and prepare to fight. And some of us are fighting right now as we talk all over the world. We are fighting, we are throwing bombs, we are doing everything to defeat America, defeat imperialism. So again, I want to say, damn the Democrats, damn the Republicans, damn America, damn Europe, and we want you to know we will fight you until you're dead. We will fight you until we're dead, till you're dead. We will liberate our land. We will liberate our people. Everybody say Africa must be free. Say it strong. Africa must be free. Africa must be free. Africa must be free. Africa must be free. Long live Africa. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power.
Thank you, Baba.
Praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, and long live the spirit of the Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Oh, say, can you see white folks oppressing me as they spew for their lives and plan my people's demise, whose broad stripes and bright stars represent all the scars inflicted upon our race, a great people displaced. Now the time has come for the revolution as we march through the night and take all of their lives. Barbie landed red and black and green, African flag wave. When we win